A brand new morning with a brand new vibe and a campus buzzing with energy. What a better time to ignite our minds, celebrate innovation, and launch something extraordinary. Good morning, everyone. With hearts full of excitement and voices echoing with pride, we welcome you all to the celebration of KALPAK 2025, our college's annual technical national level fest that brings together imagination, innovation, and intellect from across the different regions. I am Madiha, and I feel incredibly honored to be your host for the spectacular inauguration ceremony of KALPAK 2025, joined by my co-anchor, Isha Raho.
Good morning, Karnataka. Culture isn't just an event, it's an experience, a celebration of ideas, a platform where engineers don't just dream, they build. From academic competitions to brain-ticking quizzes, from debates to digital innovation, Culture 2K25 is where passion meets purpose.
We are deeply honored to welcome a gathering that reflects brilliance and vision. Our respected dignitaries, faculty members, students, and organizers, and the brilliant minds that joining us from various regions, we are truly delighted to have you all here.
Let's begin this vibrant day with a timeless tradition that signifies knowledge, purity, and positivity. The ceremonial lighting of the lamp.
May I invite our respected dignitaries to come on the stage and celebrate the lives and plan.
now, it's time to introduce a visionary who has graced our event with his esteemed presence, our chief guest, a true leader and role model, Mr. KALPAK-25.
Mr. Kabir Gaikwad isn't just a professional. He is a powerhouse of expertise, passion, and leadership. An engineer graduate in production engineering and an MBA in human resources. His incredible career spans over 23 years of impactful work in leading industries like Sazlan Energy, Tata Cummins, Atlas Copco, and Epico Mining India. A CHRO certified professional from IIM Lucknow and a Gallup Strengthens Finder coach, he is also certified in Predictive Index, 360 Feedback Tool, and reward Strategy by AOM. Credentials that reflect his commitment to excellence. Throughout his dynamic journey, he has led HR operations for plants, corporate centers, shared services, and customer centers, with a special knack for building strong people-centric cultures and deriving business transformations. Currently pursuing his PhD at IIM Nagpur, his focus lies on redefining HR leadership and unlocking human potential for real business impact. With expertise in strategic HR, talent development, organizational transformation, and employee engagement, he truly believes that creating spaces where people thrive, leaders evolve, and business succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us on welcoming our incredible chief guest, Mr. Kabir Gaikwad, a true champion of people's purpose and progress.
We are now request our respected Principal Dr. K. Sir to kindly felicitate our honored chief guest with a token of appreciation and respect. Now I request Avinash Patil sir to felicitate Gajanan Dharne sir.
Now, I take pleasure in inviting the academic pillar of our institution, a visionary leader and driving force behind Kalpak, Dr. T. A. Chavan sir, to address the gathering and officially declare Kalpak 2K25 program.
Good morning to all. Good morning. Good morning and a warm welcome to all the present over here. The chief guest for today's national level technical event, KALPAK 2K25, for this inauguration function. Here, Mr. K.H. Gaikwad, who is the head of the Learning and Development EP of Mining India Private Limited today. And also today morning, I came to know that he has been promoted as the head of the Center of Excellence Asia Pacific. And moreover, he is my friend, my colleague. We worked together at earlier college for 6 to 7 years. And we are very lucky to have such an eminent personality today with us for the inauguration of this KALPAK 2K25. Today, our Honorable President Dharma Kadali Sahib was also supposed to be present here, but because of some unavoidable reason, he is not available. But he conveyed his best wishes to all of you. Then, our Dr. A.S. Patil, head of the department and Vice President of IIC. Then, convener Dr. Kemal Patil, Madam, KALPAK 2K25. G.R. Kulkarni, Madam, coordinator of KALPAK. Then, all HODs, event coordinators, staff members, committee members of KALPAK, participants from various colleges, then our student friends. On behalf of Sri Women's College of Engineering, Solapur, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome and express my sincere thanks to Mr. K.H. Gaikwad for accepting our invitation and making available for today's inaugural function of KALPAK-25. Also, I express my sincere thanks to Dande sir for our oral invitation. He accepted and came over here for this inaugural function. I also welcome and express my sincere thanks to all the students, participants, those who are coming from outside the college for this today's special inaugural function of the KALPAK-25. So today we have gathered here to inaugurate national level technical event KALPAK-25 under the Institution's Innovation Council, that is called as IIC. The purpose of IIC or objective of IIC is to inculcate innovation, entrepreneurship, ecosystem in the minds of the students or in the higher education institutions where the engineering students are studying to get the various ideas, different ideas to solve the societal problems. And to get these ideas, as this IIC, Institution Innovation Council, is established as per the guidelines or direction of MOE, Ministry of Education, that is MIC, we can call it MIC, that is Ministry of Education for Innovation. And as per the direction, this IIC is working to get the ideas of the students by arranging that is Smart India Hackathon is there, then National Startup Policy is there. So through which we will get the ideas to solve the problems of the society. And as you know that when the students used to take the admission in engineering colleges, they always think that after getting the admission in engineering, we should get the good placement. Whether in the particular college the placement 100% or in renowned multinational companies the placements are getting or not, or companies are not coming or not. So based on that, the students used to take the admission. But whether is it possible to get the recruitment or placement for all the students 100%? It is very difficult. As we are expecting placements from the industry, the industry has to also increase, number of industries has to also increase. But from ourselves, from among yours, the student community, some students should become the entrepreneur. They should start their own businesses. They should start their industries, software industries or hardware industries, production industries, and then and only then they can again become the job provider instead of job seeker. So that is the main objective of this IIC, is to prepare the students for job provider instead of job seeker or expecting the campus recruitment. So with this aim, we also decided after establishing this IIC in our college to organize such as activities, various technical activities, so that students will come with their various ideas or technologies, and so that they will remain updated with the new emerging technologies or advanced technologies, so that societal problems can be solved there. So, for the information of just our guest person, so this college information just I want to put. Sir, our college, Sri Soman Engineering College, started in 2019-20 under the able guidance of our visionary Honorable President Sri Dharmaraj Tata Sahib. And the aim of this college is to provide quality education without commercialization. When our college started in 2019-20, only 28 students were there, and all the colleges were reducing the intake or that is closing the branches because of admission scarcity. And in that situation, we started our college, and that too only for 2 months. So, means trust, the main aim is to empower the girl students. Okay, so it is not for the profit making. So right now, sir, in the college there are 1700 girl students. There are about 1700 girl students from first year to final year. So this is possible because of hard work, efforts put by our faculty members, then supported by our students, and also we are providing the under the training and placement some training courses like soft skill, aptitude, and technical, through which our students are getting excellent academic and placement results. I am very happy to share with you that our last time 200 plus placement is there, and 3 batches are passed out. So all these 3 batches that is placement is more than 80% in renowned multinational companies like IBM, TCS, Persistent, LHP, then Accenture, Amdocs. So all these multinational companies, and there are very small scale companies are there, but to name these multinational companies are there. So this is possible because of only our efforts put by our faculty members and students. So anywhere, wherever we go, so how the building is there, what are the other facilities, instead of that, how the teaching faculty is there, and the technical related equipments are there. Those are very important, and that knowledge you carry with you. this building or all things you may not carry with you. So while taking the admission, placement, then faculty, all these things you have to observe it and then you can take the admission. And one more thing I want to share is that in the last time, out of those 200 placement, 42 students got placed in gas unit only, and 12 students in cognizance. And from the first batch, one of those students, Mr. Saji Navire, she got the job in Indian Air Force as a technical commander with 23 lakhs package. So our journey is going in positive directions and to get again motivated. So thank you, your guidance direction, we are always welcome, and with that action will be there in our delivery. So today we are having we are very lucky to have such a eminent personality that is K. Backward, who is the Asia specific that is center of head. We received for the that is inaugural function of this KALPAK-25. I hope that by attending this session, all of you will get the motivation, inspiration to solve the challenging problems of the society. So, without spending the time in this, so we'll start the inauguration function. And as a principal of this college, I declare that this KALPAK-25 will begin today, and there will be 9 activities. So all of you know that is like paper presentation is there, then idea presentation is there, project presentation is there, then technical drills are there. So all there you can showcase and you can participate in maximum activities so that you will remain updated with the current trends and technologies of the technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we eagerly await the words of wisdom and inspiration from our chief guest. May I invite Mr. KALPAK-25 sir to share his valuable thoughts with us.
Good morning, all. Am I audible? Just checking whether mic is working or manners. Right? Because whenever somebody wishes you, you should wish it back. That's the rule in the company or in the organization. So let's say if I'm walking in the corridor of the company and somebody says good morning, so I should say back, good morning, right? Then that loop gets completed, feedback loop. So sometimes what happens, and let me also start with the fact that I am also like you, मी आपल्यासाठी खेडेगावातून मराठी शिकलो आणि तिथूनच मी इथपर्यंत आलो म्हणजे आपल्या प्रत्येकामध्ये ते पोटेन्शियल असतं. तर तुम्हाला असं वाटत असेल की जर तुम्ही आपल्याला विचारलं तर कसं माघारी बोलायचं, पहिली गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा कि आप बड़े में से मैं छोटा नहीं होगा, right? So if somebody is great than you, doesn't mean like you don't have a power. So that there is a slight difference between the knowledge and arrogance. You don't need to be arrogant, but you can definitely possess the knowledge. So may I expect that you should have courage to stand and speak whenever you have get an opportunity. But let me also say the words of Mr. Churchill. He said, courage is not just stand and speak, but courage means you can listen also. So I am looking at that courage after another 5-7 minutes whether you have courage to listen to me or not, right? Because in today's time when there are too many distractions around, mobile, ChatGPT, Instagram, LinkedIn, and whatnot, there are many other profiles, I guess. And that is how I could see there are at least 8-9 members standing to make sure that we all are focused. It's like soldiers on the boundary, isn't it? If they are not there, then you are not here. And that is something is also one of the practical aspects what I feel for the company is that would you do like this if you are joining company, you need someone like a inspector or someone watching over you and then you do a no, right? What would you do then? Self-discipline is the basic. So my first request to you all will be have self-discipline. You don't need the police discipline. That's the first and foremost. Because that is the basic of any human self-awareness and self-regulation. How many of you are representing this very college from this where this program is being offered? How many are in this room are representing the Siddheshwar College? Or nobody? Yeah, okay. So I assume like you also would be participating either of the competition out of the 8-9 or your volunteers. or you are voluntarily participating. Right? Why did I ask you? And while I was telling in present officer, one of my colleagues, he made me to realize this very subtle difference. And I would ask the same question. I don't believe in one-way communication, monologue. I always believe in dialogue. So I'll ask some questions, though this is not an interview. But I'm very keen to know your viewpoint when you are sitting out here. And I'm sure you will have courage to stand and speak about it. So if I may ask, how do you differentiate between the July and August month of any year? Let's say July 2025 versus August 2025. How do you, or August 2025 and September 2025? When did they pass up? When is the day pass up? Which year they pass out, and which month they pass out. Exams get over, final exams. May. Let's say June and July. How to differentiate between these 2 months? Do you have a difference? If I may ask this question, because this is about Kalpak, right? Kalpak is what about your creative thinking. And believe me, in the companies who get hired, those who have a different thinking. जो रोज वही करेगा वो राह में रुक जाएगा, जो कुछ अलग करेगा वो राह में आगे बढ़ेगा. Simple fundamental, right? If you keep doing same things what you have done, you keep getting what you have got. If you want something different, you do something different. Input, process, output, simplest model of the world. Either you have to change input or you have to change the process if you want different output, isn't it? If you have the same input, if you have the same process, do you think like you will be having different result? म्हणजे आपण वांगा लावून भोपळ्याच्या अपेक्षा काही होईल का? नाही होणार ना. So we have to have the same thing, right? So can I ask the simple difference between these 2 months? Let's say June and July. How do you differentiate? What are different factors in which you can? And there are, something called as creative thinking and critical thinking. And I'm sure most of you when you are preparing for campus recruitment, there are written exams and there are interviews, isn't it? And even though you have a gold medal, you still have to go through the same process. And what sir spoken about, one who has received 23 lakh rupees salary, I'm sure it feels like motivated, right? But let's say out of 1700, 170 are from this college, those who are participating in this event, which I'm not sure how many of you have participated in this event. But let's say 50 out of 1700, that's the desire. Are you getting what I mean? You have to show up, you have to show the interest. There is something called as curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular. In your resume, your extracurricular, what have you done? It's not about just marks. In how long even marks helps you? I'm not trying to diminish the importance of marks, don't take me wrong. But how long marks are important until your second job. In second job, they ask you what are your first job. They don't ask anymore about your grades. But how long grades are important? To pull you up to the interview table. And on interview table, how do you respond to the questions is more important. Creative thinking of the fit. Right? Let's imagine I'm here today for hiring people. Then will you still keep quiet? No, right? Then you will start answering. What does make difference? If you are the same person, if I am the same person, well, the situation is different, right? When there is a point that you have to do or die, then only best comes out. And that's not the way industry works. In industry, you are expected to be innovative every day. आता आजकाल आपण दूध पण पिशवीत नेलं, पण पूर्वी काही ठिकाणी मला वाटतं आपल्या घरी गवळी दूध देतो ना, प्रति असतो. आपण लोकल दूध वापरू, जो 1 लिटर घेऊन मला थोडी 10 देतो, बरोबर ना? That is called as above and beyond the call of duty. जेवढं काम एक्सपेक्टेड आहे, that is anyway everybody is doing. That's what ABCD is called as above and beyond the call of duty. All of you are expected to come here, go through the papers and complete the exam and pass out. That's not enough. You need to show how you are different in the office. Right? So again, one more time. Let me see how many of you are courage to stand and speak about it. And let me also tell you the another rule which is very, very important. You never get second chance to make first impression. Right? You never get second chance to make first impression. And I get this psychologically like you see through what is holding you back. Image of that's the perception. And I think you have to break that. And especially when I speak about the females and being part of, let's say, a company like ours, where manufacturing industry, you will be always in minority. 18% females only are there, and there are almost rest of the, I would say, 72% of the males. How do you gather the courage to stand and speak about it? So never say never. Whenever you get opportunity, you should stand and speak. So what's the difference? Yes, please. Great. Okay. May I know your name? Please give her a big hand. And how do you answer is secondary for me. But what is important for me is that you have courage to stand and speak. Right? And अगर सरकार को मानना तो सोच को मानो. Right? So I always believe that thought leadership is very important. The person, how you think, the person, how they act is more important. So how you think is far more important. In HR language, we say there are 3H whenever you have the people. One is the hand, that is a skill what you are capable of. Second is the heart, how you think, empathy, kindness, inclusiveness, and the third is the head, cognitive, how you think. Most often than not, we often talk only about cognitive, and hardly we think about the heart. So first and foremost, I think I ask and I appreciate your courage to stand and speak. It's not about the answer. It's not about the qualitative answer. But in the midst of chaos and in the midst of madness, do I find the method? Right? And that's very much important. Innovation is what looking at the same thing what everybody is looking, but thinking what nobody is thinking. Isn't it? Dhirubhai Ambani was the first person. I mean, there are many. Like, for example, if I give you an example, who was the first person who went on the Mount Everest? Who was the first person? Now, don't go on Google. ChatGPT is at the fingertips, isn't it? And that's the backlog, that part of it. Please have a seat. So you kind of differentiate between the number of days and the alphabets. Any other aspect? Any other feature you think you can differentiate?
Sir, in terms of knowledge,
Knowledge, okay.
I had the knowledge in July a bit less. I don't have the experience.
Okay, so every day you are growing, so you may have more knowledge provided your learning mindset. Great. What else? Yes. Half of the okay, financial year. And see, that's you must understand one concept here. Everybody has unique way of looking at it, right? And that's what KALPAK is all about. So when I'm saying KALPAK is not just one kind of compliance to be made by the colleges to have one international companies to get some ratings, or not for students to say, okay, I presented paper in the KALPAK, I think we have to move beyond it. What did I do in KALPAK? It's not just about having one line resume. Because the moment you are putting one line that presented national level, participated national competition, believe me, there are two questions around in interview, which are going to demonstrate your personality. So never do something just for the heck of it. You need your purpose behind it. That's very, very important. Okay, any other answer, final answer? Then I'll come to the answer to what I have been told by my colleague. And I'm very thankful to him for being that aspect to me when I was in the English officer. And I never thought in that way. Any other aspect? Yeah, last bench, I think. You wanted to speak. You might be as loud as you can. Yeah, please. Okay. So you're associating with the auspicious functions.
Yes, and July is mostly like simple month.
Okay.
So July is like summer's part and August goes for the monsoon.
Great, great. Thank you. I was busy. Yeah.
For usually 7 holidays.
Okay, great. So I know I have time, so I mean I have limited time, so I should not make you wait long. But I will just try to give you the key message. So while we were being told that there is a campus interview, and let's say IBM is there here for a campus interview, you are competing against whom? You are competing against whom? Your own people, right? Those are in this college itself. What happens if you don't get opportunity in campus recruitment? You are competing against whom? Are you getting what I'm saying? When campus recruitment comes, final year, they say there are 400 students in the final year, putting all branches together, and IDL is coming here. So your company against whom? Your own people only here, 400 competition. But the moment you could not get selected, and there is campus recruitment, ladder recruitment, your company against whom? People from outside engineering colleges, all over in India, right? Do you know how many engineers we produce every year? Any idea how many engineers we are producing as a country? 15 lakh engineers every year we produce as a country in India. How many? 1.5 lakhs. Do you know what is the economic size of country? India? $4 trillion. And do you know America, the bigger economy in the world, $26 trillion economic size, and how many engineers they produce every year? 1.5 lakh. So quality and quantity. What I'm trying to say is that you are virtually going to compete against 15 lakh people. Now tell me what is easy, competing against 1500 or competing against 15 lakh? So pagaya 1500, right? Then are you really making yourself aware about it? Like as long as I'm here, I have to prove that I am the best at the rest. And that's the technical journey. Right? So my only appeal to all of you, how many of you know here Leena Nair? Have anybody heard about Leena Nair? Have you heard about Anita Patra, the new sensation heroine? I'm sure you must be, right? You must be knowing Deepika Padukone, right? But you may not be knowing the Leena Nair. Leena Nair has recently been awarded the highest civilian award of British. She is the CEO of Chanel company. She is from Kolhapur. She was CHRO for the company called Hindustan Unilever Limited. My urge to all of you that please go and read her interview, which is about 35 minutes and especially 3 minutes. They should definitely read through it. कोल्हापूर सारख्या एका छोट्या गावातून जाणारी लीना नायर जी HRL सारख्या कंपनी CHRO बनते आणि Chanel ही 60 billion dollar company, $60 billion. त्या कंपनी CEO आहे and she has received the highest civilian award at Bharat Ratna in Britain. So imagine the kind of journey what she has been through. So as a student, what are your role models? That's very important. And I think one is that model the behavior to modify the behavior. If I want to change behavior in my colleagues, in my sisters, in my family, I think first of all I think I should be able to do it and people follow me. So my only appeal to all of you is that I will not take much of time, but I will only insist that please be at your best. Until then, don't take the risk. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. And we'll definitely incorporate self-discipline in ourselves and will never say no. KALPAK is the heartbeat of our academic calendar, a festival of ideas, intelligence, and innovation.
This year, we are hosting an electrifying lineup of events like Paper Spark, where words meet wisdom, Ideas Spark, turning thoughts into innovation, Clash of Minds, the ultimate debate face-off, Code Craft, Tech Quiz, Animate Story, and the thrilling Technical Treasure Hunt, Tech Quiz, and more.
So gear up and bring out the best in you and let the KALPAK be the launch pad of your brilliance.
Every great building deserves a graceful thank you.
May I invite Dr. A.S. Padil sir to propose vote of thanks expressing our heartfelt gratitude to all who made this event possible.
Good morning. We are in the conclusion of inaugural program of this KALPAK, a national level symposium. First of all, I thank Mr. Kabir Gaikwad sir for spending the time right from Pune, came here and given you a very valuable words. And I hope all of you have gone through it and will be inculcating in your career. So thank you very much, sir, for your valuable time. I thank Professor Dharne sir, Principal SSWP Polytechnic College, for his valuable time and gracing this function. I thank our principal, the motivating for this Kalpak event and all the events which we carry in our college. So always a guiding and motivating person. So thank you very much, sir. I thank Dr. Matthew Patil Madam, conveyor of this program, and coordinator Professor Geeta Kulkarni Madam, and all HODs and all my colleagues. Thank you very much for taking efforts and guiding all the event coordinators for successful event. And I thank all the coordinators of all the events and all the participants from our college, outside Maharashtra, and all of you. I wish best for these competitions to be held in throughout the day. Thank you very much. Thanks for that all.
And with that, the stage is set, the minds are ready, and the energy is unstoppable. Let the celebration of egg and talent begin.
This is KALPAK-25, where your spark becomes a spotlight, and let's make it unforgettable. Thank you. You can go to your menu by the navigation signs, those are on the table.